Have you ever wanted to become a top 1% student? You know, like the type of student that gets perfect grades. They just breeze through exams. They don't even seem worried on exam day, and it looks like they're just living the perfect life. In this video, I'll show you the 7 stages I've been through on becoming a top 1% student. And as a bonus, I'll show you how I leveled up through each stage. And as an extra bonus, I'll also show you an extra 8th stage I haven't seen any other YouTuber talk. What is 6 times 7? Tell me, what is 6 times 7? That's what my math teacher bellowed at me in front of the whole class. At that very moment, I felt so embarrassed because I wasn't able to say what 6 times 7 was. Now I can. I'm not gonna prove it here to you guys because I don't need to prove anything to you guys, but I can say what 6 times 7 is. But before, I couldn't even say what 5 times 5 was. I didn't know what it was because I was a dumbass. I couldn't do algebra, I couldn't do multiplication, I couldn't do addition or subtraction, I couldn't do anything. And this wasn't only in math. I sucked at physics, I sucked at biology, chemistry, all the sciences. I sucked at music, I sucked at art, I sucked at art, I sucked so much. I think I got a 2 out of 7 or 3 out of 7 once in art. And I sucked at geography, history, everything. Anything that you could think of, I sucked. I sucked at it because I didn't care about my grades in school. I was like grade 8, maybe. Yeah, grade 8, year 9 in the British system. And I just didn't care about school. I was too busy playing video games. You know something ridiculous? I used to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning every single day to play Star Wars Battlefront 2. And not like the old classic version, which I play sometimes, right? Like yesterday night I played it. But I'm talking about like the new version, the version that paid to win version, like the terrible version. I used to wake up at 5 a.m. every single morning and just get on the grind. Screw school, screw grades. Who cares about my future? Nah. I need to play Star Wars Battlefront. That's what I used to think. And my grades suffered because of it. The reason is I just didn't focus in class. I was goofing off. I was using the computer that they gave me. I was always doing something else except classwork. Like I used to go to cool math games and just tell my teacher, no, but this is math practice for what we're doing in class. Oh, I also installed Fortnite on my school computer once. I used to play it there as well. I just did everything but do class. I was doing 0.6 GPA activities before it was cool. And not only was I just goofing off, I didn't understand what my teachers were saying. It was like they were speaking in hieroglyphics, especially in math. My teacher would write something on the board and I'd be like, what does that mean? What are these funny looking symbols? What is that? Even though she just explained it because I was too busy looking at the wall or like looking outside at the birds. Like I just distract my friend by saying, oh look, the day is so beautiful. My friend would be trying and I'd be like, I'd nudge him and say, oh look outside, the day is so beautiful. He'd just get pissed off at me because he was actually trying to focus and lock in. But yeah, I was a delusional dumbass. This is stage 1 of your journey, just being the delusional dumbass. The way to level up is probably what you're thinking. Just realizing the value of your grades. You might not think of it as valuable now, but who knows? Before I used to think that I just wanted to be a cook, that I just wanted to be an entrepreneur, so my grades didn't matter. But now I want to be a physicist. I want to go to like the best universities and study physics, so grades do matter. So just realize the value of your grades. Realize that they're not just a number on a piece of paper. I used to think that. They're not. They're more than that. And just set goals. Set ambitious goals. Set goals that make you excited. They don't need to be related with school, but just set something for you to work towards. So then you can start getting into the routine of setting goals and conquering your goals and achieving them, because that's going to be really important later down the line. I sat there looking petrified as my math teacher drew a bunch of U's, drew a bunch of upside down U's, and drew a bunch of circles with things shaded inside of them. I had no clue what was going on. I kept thinking to myself, what the fuck is this man drawing? What do these symbols mean? I can't focus for shit. I hate this. For context, this was in year 11, grade 10, and we were learning set theory. And I had no clue what he was doing. I had no clue what the union was. I had no clue what the intercept was. I had no clue what the little euro means. I had no clue what any of that stuff meant. So when it came to doing exercise, I felt absolutely lost. I felt like a dumbass because I just wasn't being able to focus. And like these feelings inside of me really resonated and I hated this. I knew that I was a dumbass, but this time I wasn't delusional. I knew that I was stupid. Those funny U's on those actually not that funny, but like scary U's that my math teacher was drawing were the bane of my existence. And this is when I realized that I need to stop goofing off. I need to stop waking up at 5 in the morning to play video games and instead maybe just study a bit more. So that's what I did. The studying part at least. I still woke up at 5 a.m. every morning to play Star Wars Battlefront 2, but I started studying a bit more and I tried to work hard, but I failed miserably every single time I tried. I tried studying, then I say, what if Luke Skywalker got a skin? Wait, maybe I could get that purple Anakin card now. With these thoughts, I'd go open Battlefront, say, okay, I'm just gonna play 10 minutes of Battlefront. 10 minutes turn into hours and so on and so forth. you know the story. And when I wasn't getting distracted, I just didn't have the motivation to study. I was like, but Star Wars Battlefront is so much easier to play. But like studying is so hard. Maybe one time won't hurt. And then I didn't. I tried, and I just failed to study. This is stage 2. You're still a dumbass, but you're not delusional anymore. The way to overcome this stage and to level up, at least what I did, is I started respecting myself more. I realized that by playing video games, I was sacrificing my future happiness and my future pleasure for instant gratification right now. So if I were you, I would cut out video games. I'd cut out all these distractions and just focus on studying. Respect yourself more. Realize that getting these good grades is going to improve your future. It's going to make you feel better about yourself. You're going to feel accomplished. It's not just grades. It's about your self-worth and your self-esteem. Self-respect basically is the biggest thing about overcoming stage 2, because you don't respect yourself enough to study and to make your future better. I'm gonna be real right now. I don't even have a story to tell in this one. This is one of the best stages you could be in right now, stage 3. It's one of the best stages that you can be on right now, because you just have this delusional bliss that everything is going to work out, that everything is going to go your way, and motivation comes so easily. You just feel so motivated to do everything. You just feel so excited to enter this new life. So savor stage 3 when you're in this stage. Savor this motivation. Use it. Progress as much as you can. Use as much of this motivation as possible. You got this. Remember that in the back of your head, whenever you doubt yourself, remember, no, I got this. I'm doing this for myself because I love myself and I want to have a better future. I want to have a future where I can go up to girls confidently, talk to them. I don't need to be anxious or insecure about myself. I love being me. Think these things when dark thoughts start coming in, when thoughts like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here, I'm not this type of person. You are this type of person. Remember that. These thoughts are trying to bring you down. They're like crabs. You're trying to climb up a bucket. There's a crab that snaps you and brings you back down. So remember, these thoughts, negative thoughts, they're only trying to bring you down. Counteract them, or even better, use your meditation. It's a habit that you should be doing to just ignore them completely. Use this delusional bliss that you have. Use this motivation to progress further. Don't be scared of pushing yourself to your limits. That's the only way you can grow. I can't keep this up. I just can't. This absolutely annihilated my brain. This is what I thought to myself after completing my first deep work session. Before this moment, I've never ever done deep work. I've always done shallow work with like YouTube on the side, math on the other, watching YouTube as I do math and not really focusing, not putting my complete concentration into something like I'm doing right now. And it was something like abstract. It was new to me. It was painful. They say, oh, you enter focus, you enter flow, and it was, you love it, but I couldn't. I entered this deep work, and then after, my brain just felt so fried that I just spent the rest of the day playing video games. I didn't have the mental bandwidth to do anything else. And as counterintuitive as this may sound, that's actually good, because the amount of work that I did in that one deep work session was equivalent of a whole week's worth of work. And I did that in one morning. This is stage 4. That you realize that this self-improvement stuff is some hard shit, and real life kicks you in the nuts. And even though you're suffering, you're going through all these like deep work sessions, your mental bandwidth goes down and you resort to doing your bad habits and you feel terrible about yourself. Even though all of this is going on, it's actually kind of fun learning about the self-improvement tactics like meditation, exercising, going to the gym, reading, NSDRs, all these type of stuff that once you implement it into your life, it's going to make you superhuman, improving your diet, all this. And this is what I want you to do in this stage. I want you to start researching self-improvement. I want you to start learning things. In my YouTube channel, I'm gonna post about self-improvement as well, not only studying, right? And because self-improvement is such an important part of studying that you can't have one without the other. So either watch my future videos, like and subscribe, then turn on post notifications so then you know when I upload a self-improvement video, or just go on YouTube, watch another YouTuber, watch Jack Pig and Hamza, these types of YouTubers, learn from them, learn the basics of self-improvement so then studying can become easier and more efficient. And before we move on to the next session, I just want to say this is like the big separator of people who actually succeed and people who don't. This is like where most people see, oh, this is actually hard. To achieve my goals, I'm gonna have to go through a lot of suffering, I'm gonna have to give up things. And I don't want to do that. That's what most people think. They just give up, they don't try. But you need to be different. You're not like most people. Obviously, you're watching a video like this. If you're like most people, you wouldn't be caring about your grades. You'd be a stage 0 delusional dumbass who doesn't care about anything. But you're different. You actually care about yourself. You love yourself enough to be watching this video. So props to you for that. And remember that this is like the separator. So this is the stage where 99% of students fail and the top 1% are built. This is the stage where you'll suffer the most and you'll go through the most pain you've probably ever been through in your life. But the students who pass through this pain, the students who have enough resilience to overcome it and don't stop when life throws fails at them, and don't stop when they don't get the grade they want, or they don't let life control them but instead they control their life. These students achieve the dream grades that they want. These students go to the dream uni that they want, and they're able to mold their life into the perfect life that they've always wanted. So listen up, because this is probably the most important stage stage on this video. During this stage, you're going to be studying like crazy because you're doing self-improvement, you're being disciplined, you have enough willpower to resist the instant gratification, you're delaying gratification, you're trying to mold yourself into your best self, and you're studying like crazy, and you're doing all the good habits. But it's gonna take 6 to 9 months or even more time for you to start seeing success. Your first test, you're probably gonna get the same grades as before. Second test, probably the same grades or even worse. And then on the third test, you're just gonna continue getting bad grades. So it's like a period of 6 to 9 to maybe even more months. Because after this drought, after this suffering that you're gonna have to go through, is when you're gonna start getting success. Suddenly your grades are gonna go like, they're gonna go from like 4s, 3s to 6s, 7s instantly. It's gonna be like a skyrocket, because that's how success works. It's not linear. You're not gonna go from a 4 to 5 to 6 to 7. At least for me. What happened was I was studying for 6 to 9 months straight, no results. I got worse grades than before, but then now I'm getting 6 out of 7, 7 out of 7 on my grades, on my subjects. But I'm telling you that if you push through, if you persevere, you will get the grades you want. You will get that dream uni. You will get that dream life that you want. You just have to push through, which is why I call this the great separate. It separates the people who aren't willing to put in the work, who aren't willing to push through and achieve their dreams, to the people who are. So to level up beyond this stage, all you need to do is just have enough grit, enough determination, and enough resistance to push through the pain, to push through not getting any results, to push through not seeing your hard work paying off, because at some point it will, and I promise you that. Congrats! You've made it further than most. The work you put in and the dedication that you have is beyond ordinary. And honestly, bro, I'm proud of you. Good job. At this stage, you've made it your routine. It's not hard to study anymore. It just is. You just study. It's part of who you are. You've ingrained it in yourself. You've probably stopped doing all the bad habits. You don't eat junk food anymore. You don't play video games. You don't watch Netflix. You don't waste your time. You respect yourself more. You have more self-love. It's just part of who you are now. That's the beauty of stage 6, because now you've ingrained this into who you are, into the person that you are. You've become this better version of yourself. You're not working towards him. You are him. But don't let this make you complacent. Always be striving to be better, but appreciate who you are as well. Have self-love. Appreciate your accomplishments as well. And honestly, bro, you're paving the way to your success. You become confident. You're studying. You're determining your life. You're not letting life determine you. The only way to level up from this stage is just keep going. Don't get complacent. Keep always striving to be better and better and better. Always keep improving. And don't let life push you down. You're gonna fall. You're gonna fail. You're gonna relapse. That's inevitable. But what's going to change is that you're not going to beat yourself up anymore. You need to be your own best friend. You need to pick yourself up after you fail your test, after you fap, after having 2 months of no fap streak, after you eat chocolate or whatever. And you're going to say, look, this stuff happens. This shit happens. We got to get back running. We're going to get back up and we're going to be even better. You need to motivate yourself. You need to be your own best friend. What? Let's fucking go! That's what's up. That's exactly the words that appeared in my head and that I verbalized out loud in school. So as I read the email saying that I got accepted into an advanced university level physics, programming, and calculus course at the Institute of Theoretical Physics at UNESP here in São Paulo. So this is a stage where you are the top 1% student. You're getting the good grades, you're living the perfect life, you're achieving things you never thought you could achieve. And now, school is easy. You need to look beyond school. You're getting good grades in school. Might as well start doing other things. Might as well start making research papers. Might as well start applying to your university courses. Like, not university courses themselves, but like student courses, like high school courses that you can do at a university that teach you university level stuff like I'm doing. This is like probably the best, second only to stage 3 part of your journey, because you're finally reaping your rewards. You're reaping your hard work, the fruits of your labor, and it's the best feeling ever, seeing this success paying off and finally going beyond what you thought was possible. Like just yesterday, I was doing graduate level physics. I was doing Lagrangians and solving graduate level problems. And if you told me that I would be doing this, I'd say, what are you smoking? Give me some of that. I want this. I never thought I'd be able to do that. Never ever. So this is the part where you start amazing yourself. You start going beyond your limits. This is the part where you literally start writing research papers. Like I'm writing a research paper on dark matter. I'm just so happy every single day because I've done so much. I've achieved so much and I'm so happy of my achievements that I just love doing what I do. It's just so much fun. And this is what stage 7 brings you. And so really, you don't need to level up from this stage. Just don't get complacent. Always be striving to like do new things. Always have that curious mindset. Always try to learn new things. Always try to be better than you were yesterday. Stage 8 is very special. I haven't even fully gone through this stage yet, but I love it. It's probably third best stage if you ask me. And this is spiritual growth and self-maximize, self-love, self-respecting yourself. This is where like you find faith. Like I believe in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I've always relied on Jesus throughout my whole process. I've always prayed to Jesus for him to help me, and all my prayers have come true. He is the motivator behind my success, and Without Jesus and without my faith in Christianity and in Jesus and in the Father, I would not be here where I am right now. So stage 8 is just spiritual growth. Stage 8 is finding something beyond you, bigger than you, finding your purpose in life and just living in this purposeful bliss, in this spiritual bliss that life can't harm you. You are in control of life, not life is in control of you. You're not taken by the wind anymore. You are the wind. You have faith in something bigger than you. You have faith in Jesus. You have faith in Christianity. You know your purpose in life and you know where you want to go. This is one of the strongest things that you can have. And this is stage 8 that I barely see any YouTubers talk about. Barely. I'm surprised because it's a really important stage.